Hi, everybody. This is LiliaRonan.com, and I hope our volume is working this time. I wanted to give you my favorite tips out of the upcoming Purim guide you're going to be getting in the next day. This is the special guide on how to have the best possible Purim in a healthy way in which you're going to enjoy every single minute and get ready for our sugar detox, which is going to start March 28th. You can see our new edition, 3 weeks old, and we are super excited to be back and be working on this together. So what are the top tips I want to give from the Purim guide for the upcoming sugar detox? Well, first is the number one key to having a wonderful, mindful Purim in which you eat the things that you really enjoy and skip eating the things that are just around is not to be hungry. And that means to do a little bit of prep work beforehand. So the night before, I like to make a few things ahead of time. I always try to make sure that my actual baskets are ready before we even go to hear the Megillah. And afterwards, it's time to do some prep to make sure I actually enjoy the rest of the holiday. So I make a few things. I always make a vegetable platter with a dip like a hummus or tefina that has a protein. Also, I like to put out a big bowl of fruit, and I make breakfast for the next day. And starting the day with a healthy breakfast for the whole family is just going to make your blood sugar much more stable, and quite honestly, the behavior of everyone involved a lot more stable too. So for breakfast, we like to have oatmeal or whole wheat tortilla wraps with lots of eggs and cheese and vegetables inside. And both of these really balance the blood sugar, and they can be made ahead of time and microwaved in the morning so that they don't add any stress to the day. Instead, they're actually decreasing stress by making sure everyone's eaten before all of the junk food comes in the house. Having the vegetables cut up, knowing I have nuts in the house, a big bowl of fresh fruit, also help me snack well throughout the day so that I'm not just grabbing the closest thing that comes in the house or while we're out in the car delivering. I keep some little baggies and I fill up bags of vegetables, and I have the kids fill up bags of vegetables too before we leave. And this way we can play a game called you eat a vegetable, then you can have a treat from one of the bags that you got. Because of course, as they give out their bags to their friends, they're also getting bags from their friends. And of course, they want to enjoy them. And I have no desire to be the sugar policeman all day. The next thing that we do when we get home is we divide up the things that we want to save and the things that we really don't. And all the things that we don't immediately get put away to be donated. The things that we want to save, we know we're going to save. So again, we don't have to be in a rush to binge eat everything because mommy's going to toss it all after Purim. We can take our time. They can eat what they want, knowing that I'm not going to touch their stash. What instead we do is we use that stash to motivate them to do some Passover cleaning in the week that follows. So every time they clean, each day they can pick one treat out of their bags. And then at the end before Passover, if there's leftovers, so then we can decide what to do. Usually they invite like a bunch of friends over and they just give it all away, and they get to feel really cool and special. And not too much goes around to everybody, so then the other moms don't have to hate me either. So those are the most important tips, I think, for getting ready to enjoy the holiday. Now, once you're actually in it, how do you make good decisions? So the first thing is to know that you need to plan out what are the things that mean the most to you. Is it the wine? Is it the chocolate? Or is it just knowing that you've picked out a few things that you know you're going to have and you know you're going to enjoy guilt-free? For me, I really like the homemade stuff, and if it's not homemade, it doesn't really do it for me. So for me, it's about picking out which of the homemade treats I'm going to enjoy most, and then guess what? Mommy also gets to save the ones that she enjoys. Our sugar detox isn't starting till Monday after Purim for a reason, so that you can take your time and be picky with the things that you want as well. And you can have one a day for the few days until the sugar detox starts. Again, to remember that we all deserve indulgence, and indulgence doesn't have to spoil our holiday. In fact, being mindful of what we're doing only increases our enjoyment. But really, when you sit down to make your list of which things mean the most to you on Purim, you're going to find that a lot of it has nothing to do with food. So make sure that you're really present during the moments that you want to be there for, with the kids in their costumes, those fun moments. And by making sure that everyone's blood sugar is better, hopefully you're also going to help minimize those moments that drive you crazy. When the kids are fighting or asking for the next and next and next and next treat. So for all the other moments that you really want to be present for, give yourself permission to enjoy. And for the foods that you want to eat, give yourself permission to enjoy those too. Usually, it's not the indulgences we're most looking forward to that mess up our plans on being healthy. It's when we let our blood sugar and hunger get out of control and we start eating everything that comes to hand. And then we, in the end, have no idea what we ate. We're just surrounded by a bunch of wrappers and a lot of guilt. So this is a quick summary of my top points from the Purim guide, which you will get with the Sugar Detox. And if you've ever done it before, you're of course a lifetime member, so you get all this for free. And if you're just joining us on the detox, you're going to get all of the tips and the complete guide as well. Let me know what your favorite tip was here, and also what tip that you want to share with everybody else that has just made the biggest difference to you. The key is it has to increase your enjoyment of the holiday and increase the likelihood that you're going to feel great, energized, and happy with your decisions after the holiday as well. Thanks so much for visiting me, listening, and I can't wait to see more of you at lilyaronan.com or at our Purim to Passover 21-day Sugar Detox.